Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. To have a very special guest with me today, she is a nail artist. Please welcome Aulani. Hello, Aulani, and welcome to the show. Hello,
Thank
hello.
you for having me.
Yeah, you're most welcome. So I want to go ahead and get started with this interview by asking, where are you from and how'd you get started in the nail industry?
Right now, I'm in Orange County, California, but I am from Phoenix. And I started doing nails like mid quarantine, like peak of quarantine. All the nail salons were closed. So I was
Mhm.
like, why not? You know,
Yeah, that's really, really cool. Like, who's like your favorite nail artist?
favorite nail artist. I have a lot. I have some of them you even interviewed already, like Joe Nailed It, Nails by KD, like
Mm-hmm.
just a lot. Or Ball Pit Addict too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Those are like really, really cool nail art, especially
Mm-hmm.
like ball pit nails. Like her stuff is out this world. Like
Her
she
line work is crazy.
yeah, 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 exactly. That's the thing. Like, so much like attention to detail. Like her and Viv Shoe,
Oh
you know,
yeah, yeah. She's one of my favorites too.
yeah, yeah, she's really, really cool. Now, how can you describe like your like nail art style? Like how you like to do nails usually?
I like combining a lot of different styles actually. Like I like the chrome futuristic look, but I also
Mhm.
like the old school like Y2K, and then sometimes I just throw in a few characters because I can do nail art too.
Mhm.
So it's really a mix of everything. Like I don't really know if there's a word for it really. Maybe
Yeah,
like diverse.
yeah, diverse, yeah, versatile,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing. But yeah, but I find it really cool that, you combine those things, and it has
Yeah.
that Y2K type of vibe. And that's what's out now. It's the Y2K, the duck nails is out now,
I
bird
haven't done
nails.
those. I want to though.
Yeah, yeah. Pink's artistry and nails by Katie, they're known for doing
Mhm.
nails, especially Joe nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So that's really, really cool. Now, what is something that, describe like your process just in regards to nail art? Like, do you plan it or is it mostly freestyle?
It's mostly a freestyle because sometimes like clients will book for freestyles, but they don't tell me like the theme they're going for. Sometimes I've never even met them, so I don't know. I have no idea what they like, and that's why I have to kind of communicate with them, talk to them, get to know them, and then try to incorporate their personality into the nails just from like a conversation, you know?
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Now, what has been your whole, journey just having your own nail business, having your own nail studio?
Um, Definitely a improvement in my craft. You know, there's a development in craft, but I feel like it's also your personality too, and how you run a business, how you go about
Right.
people. Like
Mhm.
you grow as a person too.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Now, what has been your whole experience just dealing with clients? Has it been hard trying to book clients? Has it been good in regards to booking clients, or what's the like, whole experience just dealing with clients?
My experience was pretty good. I really don't deal with any rude people anymore. When I was
Mhm.
home based, I was really like taken advantage of. You know, clients come into my home like super entitled because I have to provide them a service.
Mhm.
Even now, like in a nail salon, there's walk-ins that come in and they're entitled too. But for the most part, like I don't really deal with those people too much. I think it's because I've narrowed down my clientele to where it's like, okay, I only really do extra nails. I do what I like. So
Mhm.
I've attracted that client base that likes what I like doing. So
Mhm. Yeah, right, exactly. When you attract like, the clients that, really like your work, like that really it makes you more comfortable,
yeah,
you
they're
know.
like, okay, I trust you. They already know like, so they're pretty easy going. So
Right.
the environment is comfortable as well.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Now, are you licensed or are you purely like self-taught in regards to being a nail artist?
I am self-taught with the assistance of my mom because she does nails too, but I did go to school to get licensed.
Mhm. Now, what has that experience been like just going to nail school? Was it like very informative? Was there things that you feel like, nail school could improve on?
So I went to like the cheapest school in the area.
Mhm.
They say it's in English and Vietnamese. They really only speak Vietnamese, which is fine because I understand and I speak it, but it's very like you gotta do it on your own.
Right.
Like the teacher will teach you a little bit for the first week, and then you move to the back, and the next week she teaches all the new students, and you just gotta learn everything on your own, really.
Mhm.
And the students that are there before you too, they really help you out.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing usually like with beauty school, like the vast majority of stuff you want to learn, essentially you have to learn. I mean, they do teach you stuff, but it's
Yeah.
like the basic, the whole basics behind it. They don't teach you
Yeah.
like the in-depth things like what's trending, what's new, what's out. You know what I mean? You have to learn a lot of stuff on your own.
Yeah. Especially like the biology and stuff.
Mm,
It's a very I feel like it's a very old school way of teaching, but I mean, I guess it isn't old school, so I didn't really expect much. Like I already knew.
yeah, yeah, right, exactly. You
Yeah.
know, and that's the thing, like, education has grown so much now where you can, go into classes, you can sign up for classes online or in person. You can learn like nail
Exactly.
prep and there's so much stuff that's out now. Yeah, so that's the thing. Have you went to like any like nail classes, like, like learn from like any other nail artists possibly?
I haven't actually. So for when it comes to like trends and character nail art, I've just been doing that on my own because I've been drawing like my whole life. So just really
Mm,
comes easy to me. You kind of just pick it out and like figure out. I just figure out how to do things on my own. But I'm
mhm.
not opposed to it.
Yeah, 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 right, exactly. Now, just in regards to like booking clients, do you do like DMs? Do you use like a booking app? Like, what's the process in regards to booking clients?
I do use a booking site. It's a lot easier because sometimes I can't get to clients right away. Um, I could
Mm,
see that they already deposited through the site and they read all my policies through the site and they could choose. I think that's easier personally for me.
hmm. Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Now, just in regards, like, what booking app do you use usually?
Equity? I think that's I think that's what is how it's pronounced.
Mm, yeah, yeah, that's very, very interesting because a lot of the like some of like the common apps would be like Booksy or like I forgot like there's like this other
Square.
yeah Square,
I used to
Style
use
Seek.
Square.
Like those like the popular booking apps and stuff like that. But people, also use like, DMs too. You
Yeah.
know,
Honestly, my DMs don't always get too flooded because I always respond pretty quickly, relatively quickly. But I feel like even a lot of my clients, they tell me, like, oh, yeah, it's so hard trying to find a new nail tech. They don't respond to me when I'm trying to
mhm,
book. So I'm like, okay, well, I feel like it's just easier to have a booking site because if I can't respond to you, you can just go on my booking site.
mm. Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. That's that other alternative too. But sometimes I do understand like where people say, DM to book, but sometimes what if you don't like how you said before, what if you can't answer their message? Like that's what the
Hmm.
booking app is for, like an email. And sometimes I'm kind of like, you should put your email. I don't know why they don't like some nail artists don't supply, their email because I think that's another way of contact,
Oh, right.
to me. That's the thing. That's how people can
And
reach
then I know like some nail artists prefer you to DM them so that they can see
you.
who
Yeah.
you are, especially if you're their home base. They want to know who they're doing.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but even on my booking site, there's like an option where you could put your at, so I could even like stalk them if I want to.
yeah. Yeah, 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 right, exactly. But I definitely want to also get into like as well, like just using like just different like nail products. So you use both like acrylic and gel. So what
Yeah.
has been like, your whole experience is dealing with, just doing nail extensions using acrylic and gel? Do you find that acrylic is more easier than gel? Like what's the whole experience with that?
I really love doing both. Acrylic, I love the application. It's so satisfying to me. I love shaping it. I love like making it really sharp. And then with Gel X, the shaping is already there, and I love shaping. So like,
Hmm.
but then again, I still love Gel X because the process is also satisfying. I feel like with Gel X, they lift less than acrylic, or for
Hmm.
me, I don't know.
Right.
Um, and I don't know. I like both. I really do. I'm cool with doing whatever.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Do you do gel extensions or do you do like extensions with like tips for both acrylic and gel?
Extensions with tips.
Oh,
Tip,
okay.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't do like forms or none of that.
Yeah, yeah, with forms, it's hard. It's like you gotta it's like a freestyle type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now, what has been like your favorite brands just in regards to like acrylic? Do you use like Kiara Sky? What's like some brands that you really like?
There's ATN Nails. It's like more of a local supply near me. Um,
Hmm.
I don't really have. I know, like for my monomer, I love Young Nails monomer. I swear by it.
Hmm.
But other than that, I'm really versatile. Like I could learn how to work with different brands, like different consistencies. I'm not too
Hmm.
picky.
Yeah, yeah, you basically just like work with anything. I can work with any brand, you know what I mean?
Yeah, as long as it's like good,
Yeah, it's a good brand, you know.
as long as it's healthy and stuff,
Yeah, 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 healthy and it's safe.
legal.
Yeah,
There
legal, safe to
you
use
go.
use on people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the thing, so and that's just the thing also too, because like you gotta be mindful of the certain products that you use on people because sometimes it leads to
Hmm.
allergies or
Exactly.
fungus, and that's something that, I think, people are getting more aware about like, hey, these are, let's get to the good products. Don't
Which
go
is a
to
good thing.
yeah. Yeah, right, exactly. You don't have to go on to AliExpress and get, a lot of, products, because you don't know what's in it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like with some brands like Gel X and some of the Korean brands, they'll tell you what's in it.
All the ingredients that's
Mhm.
listed. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's HEMA free as well,
Oh
so
yeah.
that's the thing. That's like also with home and nail art. They'll tell you like, it's our products are HEMA free. So, and HEMA is an allergen. So that's the thing. I
Oh,
know.
I've seen a lot of nail techs develop an allergy to that, and they can't do nails anymore until they find out it's the HEMA.
Mhm. Yeah, right. Yeah, most definitely. Now, in regards to just like, what about like with some nail art? What are some like products you like to use in regards to nail art?
Nail art, I came out with my own brushes that I love to use. That's So Supply with two Y's.
Mhm.
And for paints, I love D&D. It's at any nail supply. I can just stop by if I run out. It's pigmented for me. It's affordable. I feel like a lot of these nail brands online, they have the same manufacturer. All the products, all the polishes are the same, except they're
Right.
just more expensive. So I'm like, D&D is my girl. Like I love her.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, you can find in any store D&D. I see it around a lot. But also too,
Mhm.
like, have you tried like other brands like, Gel X or like Madam Glam, or was it or just solely D&D?
I've tried a lot of brands. D&D, I just buy their whole collection and I have every color, you know. It's just a lot easier. And I feel
Mhm.
like other polishes sometimes I don't like how thick it is cuz then I
Right.
paint slower. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's like streaky and I don't like that. So,
Mhm.
I just mine is just mainly D&D.
Yeah, yeah, like a lot of like, especially with potted gels, it can be thick. And the thing is that like, like for example, like with Presto or like with some certain gels, sometimes I kind of water it down with alcohol so that way it's like a loose consistency that is easier for me to paint lines and
mm,
things like that. Spider gel, that's understandable. It's gonna be thick because you do like a
yeah.
certain technique with the spider gel. But of course, like with potted gels, you can water it down with alcohol. Yeah, so that's definitely something to really, get in, look into. But yeah, but I also want to get into as well. What is your take just in regards to the nail industry and your perspective, and how important is inclusivity?
The inclusivity. The nail industry, I feel like just more recently, everyone can be included. Like anybody can become a nail tech, really. Anybody can just learn how to do nails. And
Mhm.
there's a nail artist for everybody. I feel like it's kind of wrong how there's so much competition. It's kind of like sharks in the tank.
Right.
But like just trying to catch the fish or whatever. But I feel like there's a nail tech for everybody, nail place for everybody. Like you can find someone that's for you in your own budget or in your own style specifically.
Right.
All that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, the whole thing with the nail industry, it's grown so much, and I like how, especially with the fashion industry, it's getting more into like including the nail art with the garments and the collections. So that's what I
Yeah.
really cool to see. For example, like the blondes, they always incorporate like avant-garde, like out the box nail art, And the thing is that also too, like, the products are getting more innovative, especially the lamps and just other products, especially with acrylics,
Mm,
so it's less time, less salon time to do a service. And so yeah, it's evolved a lot. Of course, I think there should be, more of crediting nail artists, you know.
yeah, I feel like that too. Like we're very gate kept.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. So, but also too, like, with press on nails has gotten a lot bigger. That's I really like also too the nail
Yeah,
industry. There's so many like press on nail artists, like, by Chloe Nails, nailed by Christy,
nails by
so there's
Katie.
yeah, right. Nails by Katie, Pink's Artistry. They're doing, press on nails. So it's like if you don't want to get like, nails, sculpted or anything, you could just have press on nails. You could just take them on, take them off.
Yeah, just for one occasion. Yeah, a lot of
Mhm.
my clients will ask for press-ons too. Sometimes they just have one occasion, but they can't get their nails in because they just had a baby or something. Stuff like that. Like, it's really inclusive for everybody now.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing that I really like. And also too, like, people are getting into like the Y2K nails. It's so popular, like how we said about the duck nails, the curved nails, and the strokes. And so that's really, really cool to see the chrome nails. It's getting more conceptualized with different types of nail art as well.
Right. Well, we see it with clothes, we see it with nails, we see it with everything. Trends always come back. They always come
Yeah.
back around.
Yeah, yeah. They're always recycling. They died down at one point, come back, die down, come back. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could totally agree with that. But also too, like, what are some things that you found very rewarding just being a nail artist? Like, what are things that you found the most joy in or the most rewarding?
I love how comfortable my clients make me feel, and I love the quality that I have that I can make my clients feel comfortable. I feel like that's a really
Mhm.
good trait to have, even outside of doing nails. Like people, you can meet them for the first time, they sit down with you, and they just feel comfortable. They feel at home, and I really like that. I could provide that for people because sometimes
Right.
like they're venting to me, like they don't. This is like their only piece is their nail appointment, and like the rest
Right.
of their life is just so chaotic. So that
Mhm.
feeling is really rewarding to me.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I could totally understand because I worked in a spa in college, and there's different class that would tell their stories and things like
It's
that. So
crazy.
yeah, yeah, it can be crazy, but it's like, people look at us as therapists. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People
exactly,
that they can come and vent to.
exactly. Sometimes like it's a lot. Sometimes people trauma dump, which you know, isn't too considerate, but at the same time, like I'm cool with it. Like it's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
here to
right,
listen.
exactly.
I'm a listening ear.
Yeah, yeah, I'm the same way, and sometimes, especially in critical times, during now, like people need someone to talk to or to, someone to listen to them because,
Yeah.
and especially, concerning like mental health, is
Mhm.
way more open in regards to it being discussed more. Yeah, so that's definitely the thing, because you don't really know what people are going through, and
No.
so I like how within our generation in particular, is that people are getting more into discussing mental health and how important it is, and
Mhm.
saying it's okay to get help, it's okay to talk to somebody, vent to somebody. So yeah.
And spreading the awareness.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now, what are like some like your future goals just in regards to, with you being an artist?
Future goals. I do want to do nail art classes. A lot of people ask me, but and I'm like, I can teach. I've taught like some people at nail school, just like on some board timing. And I feel like I could teach. I'm really bad at planning. So I get anxious
Mm.
about that.
Yeah, right. That's so understandable. Yeah, there's a great deal of nail artists that's teaching classes like Tengoku nails, and many others that, again, to have their own nail classes. I
Yeah,
think also Fetish for Nails, Jasmine, she's doing like her own like nail classes and stuff like that, I think. So yeah, so people are doing one-on-one classes,
group,
nail art classes, nail prep classes. There's a lot of education out there.
which is good.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Now, also too, like, where can people find you on? Excuse me. Whew. Oh, excuse me. Last but not least, where could people find you on social media and how could people support you and your business and your work?
You can find me on Instagram at Nails by Aulani, or you can find my nail supply at That's So Supply, two Y's.
Mm,
And you can support me by sharing. If you can't always come to me, I know some people are far. You can't
right.
buy from me because you already have stuff. I don't know. Then you could share or just comment something motivational. I don't know. Anything.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. Now,
Anything help.
what do you sell at your nail supply? Like, do you sell like, charms, stuff? What do you sell?
Yeah, it's mostly like charms and nail art brushes. It's not really like acrylic and gel X.
Mhm.
It's not like the base, it's like the art. It's the
Yeah, just
creative.
yeah, just art-based stuff. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Alani, for jumping onto the show. Your work is absolutely cool. This was a
Thank
very
you
fun
for having me.
conversation. Yeah, you're most welcome. Yeah, like just keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms and visit my website, ASIATHABIRD.com, and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care and stay beautiful.